you all doing today? Today is Thursday, the 28th of August, 2025, I believe. This month has gone by so fast. Are we having fun yet? I don't know if we're having fun, but it's getting serious out here in these streets. Donald Trump has unleashed the National Guard, and a lot of people are not happy about it, but I am happy about it. It's long overdue. As a lot of us already know, it's been in the news that it started in Washington, and Donald Trump has reported that he has seen some improvement. And some people are griping about it and they're saying, oh, that's just a waste of taxpayer money. And they are saying that the National Guard is just standing around. And recently they were seen collecting trash off the street and blah, blah, blah. Well, it doesn't matter. It's all about the presence and reinforcing law enforcement right now until things get out of hand and one thing leads to another. So he's already in talks of sending the National Guard to Chicago. And I would think it would be Memphis, Tennessee, before Washington or Chicago. After all, according to the FBI reports and stats, Memphis is the number one city in America for the most crime. And that's not a flex. Contrary to the heathen belief, they think that's, a flex. That's not a flex. Okay? But yeah, so he's already talking about considering sending the National Guard to Memphis, and I hope he does, cuz it is just ridiculous how lawless those heathens in Memphis are. Okay, can we talk about it? Yeah, let's talk about it. So, day after day after day, okay, the news is reporting a lot of the crime in Memphis, but they don't report all the news. They don't have enough time in the day to report all the crime. And that's a damn shame. But nevertheless, the track records of the criminals speak for itself. You don't have to take my word for it. Just go on channel 3, 5, 13, 24, 30, online, or the actual TV, the newspaper, whatever. Okay? I don't even like looking at the news anymore because it is so sickening. And it's a reflection of these queens who gave birth to these diabolical heathens. Okay? They are just reckless and they are out of control. Just today, I saw a news ticker that talked about this heathen who is a violent known gang member. He was caught not once but repeatedly with all kind of guns. And of course, he's probably selling the guns to other heathens on the street, and they can, avoid, going through standard background checks, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. Because we know they're not going to pass the background checks, right? And they know that too. That's why they buy their guns and other weapons hot off the street from other criminals. And this is nothing new. They've been doing this for decades, okay? They've been doing this for decades and they're so hard headed. Nothing can stop them but God and death. And of course, the National Guard can probably try. It's worth a try, okay? So some would ask, well, what is the National Guard going to do? Well, whatever they do is good enough for me, okay? It's time to give these heathens that same energy. So let's put the National Guard out there and see who's the biggest, the baddest, and who's got the biggest guns, and who's going to outgun who, okay? Because these heathens, they think they got the biggest guns and they can outgun the police and they can outsmart the police and they can do this and they can do that. They just feel like they can just do whatever they want to do. And somebody needs to give them some overdue reckoning. Okay, somebody needs to put some straightening on their backs and straighten them up and put them in line, because I am sick of them. So many other people are sick of them. And it's just time to put a stop to them. Okay, you probably can't stop all of them, but let's try to stop as many as possible. It's a damn shame. So many people like me can't even drive up and down the street in peace because these heathens are so reckless, lawless, and diabolical and out of control. They have an entitled spirit. They feel like they can do whatever they want to do. They can drive as fast as they want to drive. They can have the stop signs and the stoplights as an option. Okay, and it's just pathetic. They're smashing and grabbing. They're stealing. They're very, very roguish. And you would be hard pressed not to find any of these heathens who don't steal. They got sticky fingers like a frog. And honey, you would be hard pressed not to find any that's drug free. Just today, I think that's a shame that I can't even go to the laundromat in peace. Just today, as soon as I pulled up to the laundromat, guess what happened? Guess what happened? There go some heathens pulled up at the same time. And as soon as they pulled up, I smelled the marijuana. That's their thing. That's their signature thing. Marijuana. That's got to be the most low class drug on the market. Okay, because all these low class heathens, that's their favorite drug, the marijuana. Whew. And never mind the fact that they can't even afford the drugs because they feel like they can always steal to get the drugs, beg to get the drugs, scam to get the drugs. They're gonna get the drugs, but one way or the other. But why don't they have that same energy as it relates to progress in their life? And they're just racing up and down the street. Mind you, they're not making any progress. They're racing to go get the drugs. They're racing to go commit some crime. They're racing to go suck some and fuck some shitty dinglings and have ugly babies on purpose. Okay? When was it? Oh, my God. I'm trying to keep it cute. Okay? I was about to go left. I was just about to go left field, but I'm gonna try to keep it real cute. Okay? So, yeah. I am so glad that Donald Trump is sending the National Guard to these inner cities, and so many of these heathens have protested and objected and creating this false narrative saying things such as, oh, Donald Trump is racist. He's sending the National Guard only to the black cities where it's mostly black people and the Democratic cities where it's black mayors. A lie, don't care who tells it. A lie doesn't care who it catches a ride with. Okay? I'm so sick of these heathens using the race car to justify and manipulate and try to create these narratives and spin the narrative so they can continue doing what they want to do, which is the wrong thing. Every time. You don't have to take my word for it. Just watch the heathens and see what they do when they have two options on the board to do right or wrong. They always gonna choose wrong every time. Okay, and they got a big reputation for using the race card when they can't have their way. And I'm sick of it. And it really dilutes the real racism to a degree. Okay. There is some racism out here, but everything is not racism. And I wish these diabolical heathens would stop using the race card for to try to manipulate and try to create these false narratives when things don't go their way. On one hand, they say, oh, we need to stop the crime. We need to stop the crime. And then when somebody try to stop the crime, such as Donald Trump with his National Guard, we don't need the National Guard. Don't bring them to our city. Meanwhile, they're not trying to do nothing themselves to stop the crime. You can't have it both ways. Either you want to stop the crime or you don't. Which one is it? I think they're just bullshitting us around. The heathens that say that they want to stop the crime. They really like the crime because they benefit in a lot of ways from the crime. They have normalized the crime. They have weaponized the crime. And they won't admit it, but I think they love to wear those rest in peace t-shirts with Junebug and Pookie and Ray Ray's ugly face on the front. I think they love to put those stupid teddy bears around the light poles and the balloons. I think they love having repasses because they greedy asses, big back greedy asses like to eat. Anyway, so any excuse to eat and get their backs bigger, of course, they're going to go for it, right? They signing up for it. And they just love glorifying death. Look at their Facebook page. Right there at the top of the page, they got some kind of picture, a selfie in the cemetery. Who else takes pictures of themselves, selfies in the cemetery? But them. We know who they are. And time after time and after time again, I don't even be looking for it. But I see these pictures of them taking selfies in the cemetery. They love death. Listen at their music. Death. Listen at their conversation in public. You don't even have to know them just because you know they talk loud. They want everybody to hear their conversation. They only talk about death. Death. Who got shot? Who got killed? I get sick of listening at it. Okay, they love death. And that's a fact. And when they say they want to stop the crime, they really don't mean it. They bullshitting us around. They love the crime. Yes. When Pookie and Ray Ray, the queens, they know that they sons, Pookie and Ray Ray and Junebug, they out there stealing every chance they get. And who is benefiting? Their mammy. Their mammy is benefiting because she want to watch Love and Hip Hop on that big, wide, flat screen TV on her Section 8 wall that he's going to bring back. He's going to bring back the loot, the haul. When they get through stealing, he's gonna bring back the flat screen TVs and all that other stolen shit to her Section 8 fucking house and lay down in her bed and rest during the day so he can get up again and do it all over again. Do what, Karma Kaboom? Go back and steal. Go back and steal again the next night and the next night and the next night. He gonna, where did she get the car? His mammy. Where did she get the car? I notice everybody got a car nowadays. 20, 30 years ago, hardly nobody had a car. Especially these young folks. Now everybody got a car. Most of them are stolen. Check the VIN number. Most of them probably got the VIN number scratched off and painted over again. Okay. Most of these heathens got stolen cars and they're just racing up and down the street. Just the other day, 2 heathens in Memphis They got blood on their hands right now. Well, most of them got blood on their hands, and they think that's a fashion statement. Okay, two heathens reportedly was drag racing over in the Fraser community, a community I would never want to live in. And so many of them think that's a badge of honor to live in Fraser. That's a criminal compound over there. That's where the National Guard needs to be stationed and posted up night and day, 24 hours, 7 days a week. Okay, if I know that the criminals, there's a high population of criminals in the Fraser community in Memphis, Tennessee, I know law enforcement does. And if I was in charge and had a high ranking position in law enforcement, that's where I would send my officers to patrol the streets and post up and watch the criminals. But if you go over there, I wouldn't recommend it. But if you go over there right now, well, pick a day. Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, whatever day of the week you want to go. Pick a time. If you go over there, you probably won't see no police patrolling the street. I don't know if they're scared of them or if they okay with them just running them up. I don't know. I haven't considered the reason why the police don't patrol routinely like I feel like they should. Or maybe because they don't have a whole lot of police, they say, and I support the police, don't get me wrong, but they say, they don't have a lot of police, and then they crash in the cars all the time. Maybe they don't have enough cars. Maybe they could get an Uber. I don't know. Maybe they could get a bike, a motorcycle. But it's so many ways to fight the crime. Okay, maybe they can catch a ride with some of these race car drivers. Maybe they can make an agreement. Okay, but the point of the matter is, what I'm trying to tell you is, the criminals are patrolling the street more than in my opinion, law enforcement. And that should not be. The criminals should not be patrolling the street more than the police, but they are, in my opinion. And the criminals should not be outgunning the police. They got more powerful guns than the police, allegedly. And I just don't feel like that should be going on right there. And I can't prove it, but I just got a feeling that some of the law enforcement, they might be scared of these criminals. Maybe that's why they don't go in these neighborhoods where everybody know Pookie and Ray Ray and Junebug. They over there and they run in the street, and the old people too scared to come outside to check their mail at the mailbox, or just walk their dog, or stretch their legs on their porch, because they know Pookie and Ray Ray and Junebug are out there. And they are ready, and they have no fear of nobody. Okay? And they are doing whatever they want to do. And this generation of heathens, they are just totally out of control. Totally out of control. Not just in Memphis, but I'm hearing in every other major city across America. So somebody needs to send a message and let these heathens know that this will not be tolerated. Okay? Because this is unacceptable. And we have to turn this thing around. And we're going to have good, solid leadership and community involvement. One person can't do it by themselves. But as I was getting ready to say, I lost track of what I was saying a while ago because I got distracted by Pookie and Ray Ray and Junebug. So let me go back and make my point. Okay, so the other day it was reported in the news. You don't have to take my word for it. Go look and search for it for yourself. In Memphis, there were two heathens drag racing in some Mustangs, I heard. And there was a semi truck driver who was, you know how fast the semi truck drivers go. So they were over in the Fraser area of Memphis on Watkins or something like that on the highway. And The semi truck driver couldn't stop because the drag racers was in the street blocking traffic, which is illegal. But you know they do everything that's illegal. That's normal for the heathens. They love to do things that's illegal. They feel like the law, the rules, the regulations don't apply to them. They feel like they have exempted themselves. So the truck driver reportedly, to avoid hitting the heathens that were blocking the street. If it was me, I would have hit the shit out of them. Okay, I would have hit the shit out of them. But so many people are calling the truck driver a hero. That ain't nothing but the devil. That ain't nothing but the devil. They calling him a hero because he hit the fucking wall and killed himself and his passenger. How the hell is that a hero? That's stupid as hell. Ain't no. And then the truck went up in flames. See how much problems the heathens are causing. They causing death after not in accidentally. They doing this on purpose. They doing this on purpose. They going to and fro in the earth, just like the devil, a roaring lion. Them loud ass cars. Seeking whom they may devour. If they don't run you over with the car, they gonna set you up with the fucking car. Either way they go, they have weaponized these fucking cars. And I'm almost sure that those two heathens, those two cars that they were driving, they probably stolen. And I bet you they didn't have a fucking job. Most of them, they don't have a job. They don't want a job. If you gave them a job laying down, they stand up and quit. If you get, I'm so sick of them. You couldn't pull a job on them. They're allergic to a fucking job. And even though they don't have a job, as high as this gas is, they can always get some gas to run up and down the fucking street. They're not building nothing, but they tearing everything down. I'm so sick of these ugly motherfuckers. Okay, I'm so sick of them. And I'm sick of these queens that gave birth to them too. And nobody but God and me hold them accountable. Okay, I'm sick of them. I'm sick of them. And we don't hear from them until law enforcement lay their garbage ass sons and daughters down in the dirt. And then they come out with them hair bunnies. Oh, they didn't have to do that to my baby. Your baby was garbage. Okay, your baby was garbage. If you care so much about your fucking baby, why you didn't raise your baby to be a better motherfucker? Okay, why you didn't keep your baby from outside terrorizing the fucking community? I'm sick of these bald-headed hoes. I'm sick of them. I'm sick of them. And I'm sick of their fucking offspring, too. They satanic offspring. Okay. So I want the National Guard to come to Memphis and every other city and kick ass. Okay, with Kanye West boots on. Okay, yeah, boots on the ground. Boots on the fucking ground. Yeah, that's what it needs to be. Boots on the ground season. I want Donald Trump to give every one of them National Guard people some Kanye West boots and let them kick ass. Just kick ass. Get your garbage ass out the street. If you don't have a fucking job, take your garbage ass to them Section 8 houses or them overpriced ass houses and sit your stupid, goofy ass down. What the fuck are you outside for? You say it ain't no jobs out here. You say it's hard out here. You say this and you say that. What the fuck are you outside for other than to terrorize? Okay, well, it's time to implement some curfews. Haven't they been outside long enough? What are you looking for outside other than destruction? Okay, and you done caused enough of that. It's time for Donald Trump to sign a law to, what we gonna call the law, Karma Kaboom? Sit your garbage ass down law. That's gonna be the name of the fucking law. Sit your stupid ass down somewhere. I'm sick of these motherfuckers. Okay, they just in the way. They in the way. Can't we all agree that these motherfuckers are in the fucking way? Okay, they done did enough. Okay, they done did a fucking enough. And mind you, They don't have no insurance on their fucking life. They don't have no insurance on them ragged ass cars. And if they hit you and tear your shit up, what you gonna get from them? Nothing but fucking dust. That's all you gonna get, because they ain't got shit. But they pretend to be so fucking rich. Delusion and confusion is a hell of a drug. Okay, I'm so sick of them. I'm so sick of them. Night and fucking day. Day and fucking night. That's all they do is run up and down the street terrorizing, terrorizing, terrorizing. And I am so sick of them. And I want Donald Trump to unleash the National Guard and let them do whatever it takes to get these garbage ass heathens in line. Okay. Okay, they've been killing, so let the National Guard have their turn. Okay, the heathens been killing long enough. Let the National Guard have their turn. Okay, the heathens have been causing terror all throughout the community long enough. So let the National Guard have their turn, I say. Okay, okay, okay. Give these heathens their same energy. Okay, it's only fair. It's only fair. Okay. All right. All right. What do y'all say about it? What do y'all say about it? Are y'all okay with the National Guard being unleashed? Are you okay with it? Woo! I want the National Guard to just come on. What's taking them so long? And Kash Patel, I have not forgotten about Kash Patel, the head of the FBI. He said months ago that he was gonna send the troops over to Memphis. What happened? What happened? Now he done got quiet. What happened? I wanna know what happened to Kash Patel. Where in the hell is Kash Patel? He said he was gonna send 1,500 troops to Memphis. And we ain't heard from him since. Whew. I don't know what's going on, but something needs to go on. Something needs to happen, because it is just so out of control. The kids are fighting at the schools. And just the other day, I saw on the news a grown-ass 21 or 22-year-old dude with hair all over his head. You know how they do, walk around with their hair standing up all over their head or down their fucking back like a bitch. He went to the school and checked this 16-year-old girl. Let's talk about it. Tell on them, Carmen Kaboom. Tell it. Baby. He took his big overgrown ass to the school and checked that 16-year-old girl out, and she admitted, listen to me. I'm finna tell the story. Listen to me. If it's a lie, the 16-year-old girl told it, and the news reporter told it. Okay. The 16-year-old girl said that they had sex, I think at his house, and she performed oral sex on him. The 16-year-old girl, let's say. The 16-year-old girl is sucking dick of a grown-ass man. Yes. And that probably ain't her first time. She probably been sucking dick. And guess what? She probably learned it from her mammy, her garbage-ass mammy, that's not properly supervising her hot, stinking ass. Okay? Yeah. The 16-year-old girl said that the grown-ass man that she met on Plenty of Fish, what's she doing on Plenty of Fish with her 16-year-old ass? I thought you're supposed to be 21 to even access the site. That means she been telling lies to get access to the site. But nevertheless, she said she met the grown-ass man on Plenty of Fish, the dating site. She ain't got no business on the dating site. But anyway, she got her hot, stinking ass over there on Plenty of Fish, and she found a grown-ass fish, and baby, one thing led to another, and she said she went to his house and she sucked his penis, and they had sex, And then he didn't want to give her the $60. She low class anyway. She's selling her pussy. I don't even know how much you supposed to sell your pussy because I ain't never sold none. And but baby, for all that work, I said she really underpricing herself at $60. Damn. Or maybe she charging per minute. Maybe she didn't do it long. I don't know. But to do all of that work, or maybe he had a little penis. Maybe they charge by the size of the penis. Maybe he had a little penis. I don't know. But I think that's too cheap to do all that work. I have never been out there sucking dick, but I would think that's a lot of work. You know what I'm saying? Plus, some of them penis stink, and they get all these STDs and bumps. Baby, ain't enough money in the world. Look, but $60, oh, I just couldn't do it for $60. If I was out there prostituting like that, I just couldn't do it for no $60. But she charged $60. But for a little child, it don't take much because she probably didn't want nothing but a Happy Meal or to get her nails done or some stupid, goofy shit like that. So for a 16-year-old, I can see why she would be stupid enough to charge him $60. Cause to a 16-year-old, that's a lot of money for a little 16-year-old. Cause they don't take much for a 16-year-old. But anyway, child, she called the police because he didn't pay her the $60. And now he's in jail. I'm pretty sure he wish he had paid her the $60 because he in jail now with a record of statutory rape. And he probably got some STDs because she probably carries some STDs and vice versa. So if both of them got STDs, it probably don't even matter, do it. But anyway, yeah, that's probably not her first time, and it probably ain't gonna be her last. But at that rate, at 16, and she flipping and flopping her tail at 16 years old, and she probably got a high body count. By 21, she ain't gonna be a bit of good as far as her body go. My God. But anyway, child, it's a mess out here in these streets. And so many people are questioning how did he have the authority to check her out of school, a stranger? That lets you know that ain't nobody watching, and we don't have good leadership. And people are out here doing whatever the fuck they want to do, pretty much. So, now everybody's pretending to be so outraged and concerned. They didn't give a fuck before this happened, and they don't really give a fuck. They only gave a fuck because the news reporter went to the school with that microphone in their face. They don't give a fuck, and it shows. So we got lawlessness all over the city of Memphis. It's just running them up. It's running roughshod all over the city. And there's no accountability, in my opinion. Everybody just doing whatever the fuck they want to do. And they only pretend like they care when like something like that happens, when a news reporter show up on the scene and start asking questions and have that microphone in their face. They are ashamed when a news reporter come up because it's going to present some level of accountability, And as we know, none of the heathens want to be accountable. They are allergic to accountability. And they love to make excuses and tell lies when the truth of the matter, and then they pretend like they just care so much about the kids. They don't give a fuck about them kids. They just want to use the kids for their financial gain and flexing on social media like they such a good parent and they a good this and a good that. And what the truth of the matter is, they ain't shit. Okay, they ain't shit. And they don't give a shit about the kids. Okay, that's why. Pick a side of the city. You can go to any side of the city around the time when the school let out. The children running up and down the street by themselves. The children, and then some of them be so small. They be so small, just walking up and down the street by themselves, early in the morning, late in the evening, late at night, and I be like, damn. Just like last night, I'm at the store, the gas station. Heathens love gas station. And I'm like, damn, Where is the parents? These kids are at the store this time of night. And it would be so easy for them to get kidnapped. But most kidnappers seem like most kidnappers don't like ugly children and badass children. They don't like them. And but the point of the matter is, none of the parents seem to give a fuck, and they're not supervising their children. They just want the perks. They just want the food stamps. They just want to use the children's Social Security number so they can put it on that paper to apply for the Section 8 and get approved. They just want the children so they can get their child tax credit and their tax return money and whatever benefits that come with having children. But the truth of the matter is, most of these parents, they don't give a fuck about them children. They really don't. They really don't. But the children are committing so many crimes, as well as the adults. And quiet as it's kept, I would say a lot of the children are learning to commit these crimes and be violent because they watching the fucking garbage ass adults. Yes. And just this week, titties so long. Why is the young girl's titties so long and elderly looking? When you young, your titties supposed to be firm and upright, sitting high up on your chest. Your titties should not be long and elderly looking, long like a dog. And so many of these young girls, they start fighting and they fight so hard and long, their titties come out their shirt. And when your titties come out your shirt, it's time to stop the fight. It's time to stop the fight, but they just keep on fighting. Keep on fighting. And wigs and things be flying all over their head, off their head. The bunnies come off their head. They don't give a fuck. I mean, and what are they fighting about? Can anybody tell me what they fighting about? They get everything free. They stealing everything they want. What got them so fucking angry? Why they want to fight all the time? And they stabbing. Oh, I saw them on the video. They at the school stabbing and fighting. And they finding guns. A little boy, I think at one of the schools, they found a gun in the backpack the other day. And that's one thing I don't play about. Get them heathens away from me with them backpacks. Because I know what they carrying in them backpacks. They got all them old rusty ass guns and knives and all kind of weapons in them backpacks. And once upon a time, the kids carried books, pens, and paper in their backpacks. But now they get all them supplies that they use, Phillips screwdriver and all that they use, wire cutters that they use to break in people's houses and business. That's what they got in the bags. And they got a gun in there. Every child got a gun now. A child. As well as the adults. They got guns. I don't fool with them. I don't fool with them. They cannot be trusted. They're diabolical by nature. And, honey, I think the National Guard, if I was in charge, I'd tell the National Guard, I put them on each side of the city. We got enough for a whole bunch of them can go on each side of the city and just post up and create some checkpoints and check every last one of them cars. I bet you'll find gun after gun after gun after gun after gun with the switch and all kind of drugs. Because most of these heathens, they drug addicted, they junkies anyway, and they look so bad. They look so bad and they smell even worse. Woo! And they stay at the laundromat, but they stay having dirty ass clothes on. Make it make sense. If you stay at the laundromat, why do you still have shitty underwear? I don't understand. But anyway, and nasty, stinking ass hair. Damn. But Oh, make it make sense. They wash their clothes, but they don't wash their ass. When you wash your clothes, you should wash your ass and your hair and your feet and your this and your that. Damn, they wash their car more than they wash their ass. But that's a whole nother video, Karma Kaboom. But listen to me. If I was in charge, I would put the National Guard on each side of the city and split it up into 4 sections of the city. Okay, you got the east side, the north side, the west side, and the south. Okay, and speaking of the east side, whoo, the east side of Memphis, I don't even recognize it. And South Wind, my God, my God. It need an autopsy. Child, what? I would ask, what happened to East Memphis and South Wind? I know what happened ever since they brought all them niggas from South Memphis and North Memphis over there. It ain't been the same. Baby, all that trash up and down the street, you can take your foot and just sweep it to one side to the other. And all them abandoned tires all over the place. Up and down the street behind the Hickory Ridge Mall. And the mall ain't the mall. The mall needs a GoFundMe. What happened to the fucking mall? And matter of fact, what happened to all the malls? The Hickory Ridge Mall and the Wolf Chase Mall. Whoo! It just hanging on by a thread. A small thread. Baby! It don't make no sense. How terrible the city is looking. But you know, that's what you get when you got a nigga in charge that ain't qualified. And I'm so sick of him. But he the same one that gave Glorilla the key to the fucking city. Damn. But somebody said don't worry about it because she got the key to the jail. But baby, he ain't doing shit for the city. All he want to do is stand around and give a fucking speech. And he's not a good speaker, in my opinion. With them beady eyes, and I don't trust a nigga with beady eyes. I just don't. And then he wear glasses. I can't stand a beady eyed nigga that wear glasses. They can't be trusted. They can't be trusted. But I wish Donald Trump would declare a state of emergency on these potholes. Damn, baby, every one of my tires, the rim is bent. And ain't no need in calling the city to get reimbursed because they gonna give you the big runaround. They don't want to pay. And something needs to be done about these fucking potholes. Baby, it's just a shame. It's a shame. And I would say, how is the criminals racing up and down the street going over the potholes? But you know, they used to it. They used to living rough and raggedy. And they car ragged anyway. So if they car get towed up over the potholes, going over the potholes, they just gonna go to the chop shop and get another one 5 minutes later. That's why they don't give a damn if they have a crash. Cause hell, they gonna get out of their car and walk over to the chop shop down the street and go get another one. The chop shops, allegedly, is all over the city. Some in plain sight. Some you gotta look for them. And it's just a shame. It's just a shame how the criminals are just running amok. Running amok. And the National Guards need to pull up on them. Not later, but now. And put some straightening on them. And try to apprehend as many as possible, because I'm sick of that garbage ugly ass. Okay, and it's a shame that we can't drive up and down the street in peace because of their garbage asses. It's a shame we can't go to the grocery store in peace because of their garbage asses. It's a shame we can't go to the laundromat in peace because of their garbage asses. They everywhere. That's my point. That's what I'm trying to tell you. They everywhere, like a garbage ass batch of roaches, diabolical roaches. And I am sick of them. Sick, I say. And another thing I'm sick of, which goes hand in hand with the criminals. Because if you catch Junebug, you going to see Shanae or Shaniqua ain't going to be far behind. Shaniqua and Shanae, and Keisha them, I'm sick of them too. And the number one thing that I'm sick of them about, besides the fact that they had Pookie and Ray Ray and Junebug in them fucking apartments, them Section 8 apartments and them Section 8 houses, and let them drive their fucking car while they work at McDonald's and Burger King. I'm sick of Shanika and Shanae and Keisha them coming outside naked with they nasty fucking ass. Okay, look. How many times this week have I threw up in my mouth from looking at all these big nasty asses hanging out? That's against the law to come outside naked. See. Not only do the national, that fall under the crime too. That fall up under the umbrella of crime too. It's a crime to come outside with your big nasty ass hanging out. Okay. And the ass probably ain't been washed. That's a crime. The ass looks nasty and gross. That's a crime. The ass haven't been washed. And the ass is not sexy. The ass is looking disgusting. That's a crime. Okay. And I want Donald Trump to sign a executive order to, what would we call it? Don't bring your ass outside law. It's a shame. Ooh, we need to make women great again. Okay, what has happened to the females in 2025? It's a shame how they represent themselves nowadays. And the other day, I'm so glad. Thank you, God. I thought about it. Thank you. I thought I need to do a video about this all by itself. The other day, South Haven, Mississippi, Olive Branch, Mississippi, Byhalia, Mississippi, Walls, Mississippi, Robinsonville, Mississippi. All of that is in the same area as Memphis. All of them intermingle. They all go hand in hand pretty much. So it's just one big area. And all of them going back and forth with each other. So the other day I was at Walmart, as I usually am, in South Haven, Mississippi. Now I don't know if the girl was from Memphis or if she lived in South Haven. I don't know. But like I said, that whole area is just one big area because everybody just go back and forth in that same area. And I cannot unsee what I saw. I blame Rihanna for this, the celebrity of Rihanna. Because, she started this. Coming outside, flaunting her sin as it relates to being pregnant, and got her whole naked stomach out. Just out. And I could not believe it. Every time I go to Walmart in South Haven, it's just a shame what I see. Hair bonnet galore. You will be hard pressed to go to any Walmart as it is and find a African American female without a damn bonnet on. And you would think by now they would be ashamed and they would take that shit off their head because ain't nobody wearing that shit but them, they stupid ass. And they look so fucking goofy and retarded with that shit on their head. Okay, and I saw this young girl, look like she was in her 20s. She was just flaunting herself down the aisle, pushing her basket and pushing that big old stomach. It was a naked stomach. She had like a little tube top on. And all that belly, probably pregnant by a Junebug or Puka or Ray Ray. Ain't no man with class and standards gonna fuck something like that. And he damn sure wouldn't have her coming outside representing him and his household looking like that. I mean, all I could think about was trash. Just trash. Woo! And I said, my God. And some other reprobate person will probably say, oh, this is so beautiful. Oh, a big old pregnant belly just naked outside. And it's a right way and a wrong way to do anything. And that right there was not the way. Okay, okay, just pregnant like a big old roach and coming outside with that great big old pregnant stomach just walking down Walmart aisle like she was just accomplished. Ew, I couldn't believe it. And she had no shame. We need to make shame great again. I could not believe it. I was ashamed and embarrassed for her because she didn't have no sense to be embarrassed for herself. And I said, my God, my God. I mean, she might as well have been naked in the store. Just naked. All I could see was that big old pregnant stomach. Just naked pregnant stomach. I couldn't believe it. And I wanted to take a picture or video, but she was just watching everybody because she knew she knew all eyes was on her. That's why she came outside. That's why most of them come outside because they want fucking attention. They can't get no attention sitting on that Section 8 couch at their fucking house. And you know, they can't get no attention. They crave attention. That's why they bring their stupid ass outside and they love to come to Walmart with the bullshit. Okay, who want to look at that? Okay, ooh, my God, and got the nerve to call themselves a fucking queen. Queen of fucking what? Shit. Ooh, just no class. No class whatsoever. Just trash. And you know she was pregnant by an ugly ass dude with no fucking job, no fucking dreams, no aspirations, ain't got shit. He probably ain't even got a fucking home. He probably staying with her, fucking her on her Section 8 air mattress. Okay, I'm sick of it. And I said, now, where's the daddy? Where's the daddy? He probably out stealing. And or killing somebody. You know how it goes. You know how it goes. They don't never have a quality man. They always get pregnant by some garbage. Okay. But anyway, whew. One other thing I'm sick of these garbage ass queens doing is having their kids, little toddlers, dressed up like little grown ass thugs. They can't wait till they grow up and be a thug and be roguish and killing and stealing. They gotta prep them and groom them and get them ready when they're 3 and 4 years old. Have you seen them? I know y'all done seen them. They all over Facebook and they think it's so cute to dress their little kid up like a thug. Damn. See, this is where they getting the influence from. This is where they get the starter kit. The criminals are getting a starter kit from their garbage ass mammy. Okay, but like I said, everybody overlooking that bitch. Everybody giving that bitch a fucking pass, and she the one responsible for these motherfuckers that's out here killing and stealing and being destructive and destroying the fucking the community. Her fucking bald-headed ass. Okay, but she gets a pass because she's a mother. She gets to hide behind that fucking title as mother when she's really a mammy. Okay, but God sits high and he knows all because he's omnipresent and he's going to hold that bald-headed motherfucker accountable. Okay, yeah, in more ways than one. Okay, so we just have to wait and let God be God. And if Donald Trump don't clean up the streets, God gonna clean up the street. He doing it every day. Every day. And when I see some of them meet their demise, these criminals, these heathens out here, I just say, thank you, God. That's one less heathen out the way. Out the way that I don't have to be bothered with. Yes. And, you know, it's just a shame what our society has come to in the last 20, 30 years. And that's not a long time if you think about it. But, you know, 20, 30 years ago, these criminals, heathens, they was just little babies. Now, they have surpassed that children of the corn phase. when they was in their teens and early, 20s. Now the motherfuckers 25 and 30 and 35 years old, and they full-fledged demons. Full-grown demons now. Yeah. And see, they thought it was cute when they were little, cussing and cutting up at school and cussing the teacher out and fighting the parents and this and that. They thought that was cute. Now, this is the monster that they have created. Yeah. And it's just too far gone. And a lot of them, they love to kill. They love to steal. They love to be a destructive demon. It's not by accident. They do this shit on purpose. They do this shit for fun. In other words, these motherfuckers have been weaponized by the devil. Yes. The heathens have been weaponized. And, honey, God is going to have to get rid of them. Yes. Whether it be a terrible tornado, hurricane, flood, or unleash something, they are too far gone. They are too reckless. They are too terrible. And I just don't believe that God is going to allow them to continue in this way. It's going to have to be something terrible to happen to them in order to turn them around. And see, they get too much. They get too much technology. They get too much money. They get too much material things. And I was listening to this pastor today that really gave a beautiful message. And one thing that I really agree with him, and that I have said myself, just think back. Most of the black community, they had more love and more unity and had less crime when they was in fucking slavery. When they had less, they loved more. But because now they got so much, they've gotten away from love. They've gotten away from unity. They've gotten away from respect. They are lawless. They are reckless. They are diabolical. And they are out of control. So God may have to take a lot away from them and humble them and bring them down to their knees so they can seek his face and turn from their wicked ways. Because they're not going to do it on their own. Because they feel like they are God. They glory in themselves. I this, my that, me. You headed for self-destruction when you in that spirit right there. Okay. And they got too much. And see, that is a distraction from their relationship and pathway with God. See, when they get all this stuff and they going after more stuff, the devil got a hold of them. They don't want to see God. They don't want to be with God. They want to run these streets with the devil and tear some stuff up. That's why God is going to have to unleash some things and turn their ass around and probably destroy them. Because they are too full of themselves. So, in that spirit, he's going to have to turn them over to a reprobate mind. Where right is wrong and wrong is right. And if you pay attention, that's where they are already. That's why I stay away from them and I don't want them nowhere around me. But every time I turn around, there they go. There they go trying to park beside me. Want to be all up under me. You know why? Because they want to plot on you. They want an opportunity to get closer to you so they can do you some harm. They don't want to do you no good. They want to do you some harm. And when I see them pulling up beside me, I get the fuck away from them. Because they cannot be trusted. Ain't no good in them. It's all bad in them. All bad. All. Yeah. It's just something that's gonna have to happen. Somebody gonna have to put their foot down and go hard and turn these heathens around. They don't respect authority. They don't respect the police. They don't respect security guards. They don't respect nobody but the devil. That's the only somebody that they respect. And that's crazy. Woo! And see, God is a jealous God. Whether you believe in him or not, he will not have you to worship nobody but him. And that's why he gonna have to send something terrible. And Memphis, Tennessee is overdue for something terrible. Yeah, he gonna have to put them down. Cause they won't stop being terrible. They just won't stop. They just won't stop. And every day they just get worse and worse and worse. Every day. Woo! But yeah, I am so glad that Donald Trump is sending these National Guards to these cities because these heathens are too far gone. And like I said, they have been killing. So let the National Guard have their turn to kill. Yeah. They've been causing disruption night and day, these heathens. So let the National Guard have their turn. These heathens should not be the only ones out here tearing shit up, causing problems, disruption. Yeah, they need somebody to match their energy. Yeah, let them see who's the baddest. Yeah, since they already waged war. When they kill, that's waging war. When they stealing and won't stop stealing, that's waging war. When they racing up and down the street, won't stop for the stop sign, going through the red light, that's waging war. And we are having a spiritual warfare as well as a natural warfare. These heathens have waged war with us. And you got so many of these weak people saying, oh, just pray for our city. Just pray for our city. That's weak as hell. When you get through praying for your city, what the fuck are you going to do about these motherfuckers that are terrorizing your city? Everybody know who is the problem. Okay? Everybody know. Just like today, the news reported in Memphis, this garbage ass gang leader, violent gang leader, the police caught him with all kind of guns. All kind of guns. And this is not his first time. He's a repeat offender. And I'm pretty sure wherever his garbage ass stay, he probably ain't got no job. He probably been stealing to get his money. Selling this and selling that to get money. And he probably got a stupid ass hood rat bitch that's selling whatever she can sell to give him money. And he got a garbage ass mammy that giving him money. And whatever else he want and need and desire. So, and we got those kind of guys in every fucking city. Okay. They never have a legitimate job. Their job is to be a criminal. And they hide behind these bald-headed, stupid, silly-ass bitches with rotten... Oh, don't say that, Karma Kabone. Don't say that. They hide behind them, and they hide behind that Section 8. That's why I'm so glad. And that's why they mad. That's why they mad. That's why they mad, baby. Because Donald Trump, he's snatching the rug from up under their stupid ass every which way he can. And he turning their stupid ass every which way but loose. He is playing chess, not checkers. He running these motherfuckers out of their hiding spots. See, he giving them 2 years on that Section 8. And I'm glad about it. And so many people having sympathy for him. Oh, we don't need to take him off Section 8 and everybody gonna be homeless and this and that. Well, I'd already done had my turn, so they can have their turn too. Shit. You should not be allowed to just abuse the fucking system and don't work and earn what you need like most other people. I can see if you get sick and fall on hard times and you become homeless for a little while, you need some help. But these people, they don't want to fucking do better. Most of them, they don't want to fucking do better. And they got these criminal ass niggas that sitting they rusty ankles behind them on Section 8, not paying for shit. And they are out here committing all these crimes, and then they run back and hide behind Shanika and Keisha on her Section 8 apartment or her Section 8 house in the hood. That shit needs to stop. And I thank God Donald Trump is stopping it. So if the bitch, don't call her a bitch, Karma Kaboom. If the hood rat get kicked off of Section 8, she should have been gotten kicked out for having these criminals laying up with her. Okay, they let you know that somebody ain't doing their job because they used to check. They used to check and make sure these girls ain't got these niggas laying up with them in their house and they ain't got their shoes in the closet and they whatever else in the closet. But now that Donald Trump, you ain't nobody gotta check their house to make sure that Junebug ain't in there and Ray Ray and Pookie. Because ready or not, here come Donald Trump and he is giving them 2 years, and some of them have already gotten their eviction notices, I hear. So the criminal ass nigga ain't had no choice but to get the fuck up out of there. Okay? They gotta figure it out. They know everything else. So let them figure out how to be a responsible fucking adult. If they ain't got no handicap, ain't nothing wrong with their fucking legs when they go out there and steal and kill and create all these other crimes. So let they stupid ass go stand up on a job and earn money the legitimate way for the first fucking time. And pay some of these fucking bills like other working class people. Okay? It's on the right. It's on the right. Because they have gotten spoiled on this Section 8 and these food stamps. They backs have gotten so fucking big. And it's the only way to unbig they fucking backs. Involuntarily. Okay? Snatch that fucking EBT card out of their back pocket. And they ain't gonna have no other choice but to unbig they fucking wide ass back. Period. They selling the motherfucking food stamps anyway, and the children going to school hungry. Quiet as it's fucking kept. Okay. But ain't nobody talking about that, but I will. Okay. Yeah. They all on Facebook. Who want to buy some stamps? They ain't even trying to hide with they stupid ass. Okay. And then those kind of girls that don't even try to apply themselves and don't really need the motherfucking food stamps and selling the food stamps, the damn system will give them food stamps. They'll approve their application. Hell. And then somebody like me, I go and apply. Oh, they say you not qualified. You overqualified. You make too much money. That's stupid as hell. Okay. And the old people, they can't even get their grocery like they need to. Because they can't get the help they need to. Because you got these able-bodied motherfuckers that's in the way leeching off of the fucking system. It's time to get them off. And then some people will say, well, that's going to increase the crime. The motherfuckers going to be committing crimes regardless. So if they going to commit more crime, let's create more police to deal with their garbage ass. Let's create more jails to put their criminal ass in. We're not going to be afraid of the criminals and say, "Oh, they gonna commit more crimes." Fine, if they want to commit more crimes, we can create more fucking jails to put their garbage ass in there. Period. Period. But something has to be done. We cannot just let these heathens just run amok and just take over the planet and do whatever the fuck they want to do. That's part of the problem now. Whew. And they feel so untouchable. They feel like they can just do whatever they want to do. They feel like they can just take your car, break in your house and take whatever they want. Just take. They ain't giving shit. The only thing they giving is ST fucking D's. Okay. And hell, that's the only thing they giving. But nothing of quality, nothing of standards. Okay. They want to just take, and unleash hell upon the community. And this has to stop. And I don't want to hear no excuses. Like a lot of people like to make excuses for them. Oh, they didn't have a father. They grew up poor. Hell, a lot of people didn't have a father and they grew up poor, but that don't mean you gotta have an option to steal. That's not your only option. And kill and destroy. Okay. This needs to stop. And somebody has to stop them. And just maybe 2 weeks ago, I was riding down a street in Memphis, minding my own business. And I saw this car sitting on the side of the road after I crossed over this bridge. And I said, something ain't right about this car. Something going on with this car. And look like to me, I patrol the streets more than the fucking police. And I'm doing it for free. And if I can ride down the street and just see something that don't look right, hell, the police should be doing the same thing. Damn. But nevertheless, I said to myself, something ain't right about this. And I could not really see the occupants in the car. So when I turned around down the street a little bit and came back, I noticed whoever was in that car had let the windows down. And I could see 2 niggas in that car. And they was looking at me with some bad intent in their eyes. And they crunked that car up. And they was looking like they was getting ready to do something terrible to me. So I said to myself, oh, I need to get away from here. And baby, they turned that car around so fast and got in behind me. They was getting ready to do something terrible. But see, they didn't know that I knew that the police was right down the street, because I had just came from this hotel and I was going to go to this hotel, but they was full of shit and they had some stuff going on in there. 2 niggas had committed some fraud with a card, identity fraud. And they had called, the hotel people had called the police on the people. A boy, a dude and a girl. And baby, they had all this shit. I guess they was homeless. And they had stole somebody's credit card or something. It was identity fraud. So the hotel people had called the police. So when I saw they had all that action going on, I said, oh, let me go somewhere else. Let me try another hotel. Because it was just too much going on at the hotel. So back in the street, the heathens, I think they were going to try to carjack me. You know, a lot of these heathens, what they'll do, they'll try to purposely cause a crash. And then when you get out, hey, what's going on? Why you hit my car? There they go with the gun in your face. It's been a lot of that going on lately. I've been reading about it. Several reports of that. So I was looking on my side mirror and I could see them. He had a bad look on his face, like he was finna do something terrible to me and probably gonna try to hit the back of my car. So me being the smart person that I am, I said, self, let's give him a ride he ain't gonna never forget. See, he didn't know that I knew that the police was right down the street at that hotel, and I was finna take him right over there. And and listen. When they was right That was right on my bumper. And I said, okay, let me turn right here. I knew the police was over there at that hotel. So when I was getting ready to go over there, I did turn. And they could see the police. They said, oh, hell no. So they kept going. They was fishing to follow me. But when they turned in and they could see that police, two police cars. They said, oh, hell no. Yeah. 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 Baby. See, this is what they do. They sit around and they ride around and they don't have no fear. They don't have no fear. And mind you, I could have had an AK-47 in this car. They didn't know and they didn't give a damn. And see, we, the people, we're going to have to stand up to these motherfuckers. We are going to have to show them that we are not afraid and we are sick of y'all shit. Okay? Even if you are afraid of them, we got to stand up to these motherfuckers. We got to stand up to them and drive them out of the city. I don't know where they're going, but they're going to have to get the hell out of here. That's the attitude we're going to have to develop. Okay, we're going to have to get so sick of it till we're sick of it. And show them that we are sick of y'all. Okay, and we're going to have to do something about it. Okay, that's the spirit that we're going to have. Not just during the day, but we're going to have to do it at night too. Around the clock. Because that's what they do. They operate around the clock. So we're going to have to do the same thing. Around the clock. Follow them. Where you going? What you doing? You know what I'm saying? We're going to have to harass them because they're harassing the hell out of us. We're going to have to terrorize them because they're terrorizing us. We're going to have to give them the same energy. We're going to have to get on their fucking nerves. Every time they turn around, they looking at us. They looking at the police. They looking at the National Guard. Yeah. We're going to have to turn these lights on and have them bright like football field lights. Yes. Because, criminals, they like to hide in the dark. They like to work at night. We're going to have to turn these lights on and have them so bright. They going to be too scared and too ashamed to move around and steal and commit crimes and shoot and stab. Yeah. And put a whole lot of cameras around. Yeah. Lights, camera, action. Yes. And just saturate the streets with security guards, armed security guards, unarmed security guards, police, National Guard, FBI, everybody. And all hands on deck. All boots on the ground. Yes. Kanye West boots, I prefer. And just make these criminals uncomfortable. That's my plan of action. If I was in charge, that's what I would do. I would shake these criminals up. You hear me? I have them so nervous they wouldn't even have the nerve to commit crime. They wouldn't even have it on their mind. If they get it on their mind, it'll get off their mind. Just as soon as it get on their mind, it'll get off. They be like, oh hell no. It's too much outside. It's too much heat outside. We can't commit no crime in peace. Right now they can commit crime in peace. We gotta create an atmosphere where the criminals cannot create crime in peace. They should not be able to commit crime in peace. Right now they can kill in peace. Don't nobody see them. Don't nobody know nothing. Even if they do, they say they don't know nothing. They ain't see nothing. See, that's giving the criminal more ambition to continue committing crime and killing and stealing and doing whatever they want to do. Okay. They should not feel comfortable to commit crime in peace. And right now, they can commit crime in peace. We got to put a stop to it. They should not be able to drive up and down the street and be comfortable to do what they want to do. Everywhere they go. Just like over in Olive Branch, Mississippi. Everywhere you go, you see the police. That's how it should be in Memphis. Every time they go up and down the street, they see the police. They eyeballing the police. The police stop them. Ask, where you going? Let me see your ID. Let me check your car. Got a dog sniffing all over your car. Yes. That's what we need to do. And if they find drugs or smell marijuana, take their garbage ass to jail. It don't matter if they got bond money. They got drug money. So they ought to have that in consideration. If you're gonna get drugs, go get you some bond money at the same damn time. Okay. If you don't have bond money, stay your garbage ass from outside. Lay down. You ain't got no job anyway. Go lay down on the couch. Lay down on your mammy's couch. You don't have no job. You don't want no job. Lay your stupid ass down. Okay? Just lay down. Huh. Yeah. If they don't work, they ain't got no business outside. They hungry? DoorDash. Grubhub. What's that other thing? I forgot the name of it. But whatever it is, okay, they want some drugs, get a drone to drop it off in your backyard. Dope dash. We'll call it dope dash. They probably already get that. But anyway, it's time to put a stop to these criminals. Because I am sick of them, okay? And stop calling Donald Trump a racist because he want to put a stop to this crime. This is crazy. Whew. But anyway, that's my take on it. And I have so much more to say about it. But I'm tired of talking about these garbage ass criminals for right now. But we're going to talk about them some more. But it won't be today, child. I'm so sick of talking about them for today. Hello, the media. How are y'all doing today? Hello, Icy Kitty. Hello, I done told you. Hello, who else is this? INEOG. Men are wearing hair bonnets. Now, I've been seeing that shit. And that looks so terrible. Terrible. And I saw the dude today. And I've been seeing a lot of these dudes, black dudes, hair long down their back like a bitch, got these blonde highlights like a bitch, and it's just terrible. I'm so sick of it, and I really can't stand to see a dude wearing a fucking bonnet. Oh my God! If I was in charge, I would ban the shit out of them bonnets. Haven't we looked at that shit long enough? I'm so sick of this shit. A bonnet. Whew. I can't stand to see it. Ugh! It just makes me so mad and angry and hostile on the inside when I see that fucking bonnet. And every time I go to Walmart, that's what the fuck I look at. As soon as I get to Walmart. And I'm so sick of that shit, I could just snatch it off their fucking head and chuck it in the trash. The people that make the bonnet. Can we start there? Let's boycott them motherfuckers. We need to stop this bonnet shit. I'm okay. Do they ever wash their hair? Huh? Is the bonnet super glued on their head? Huh? Do they ever wash the bonnet? Shit. I'm so sick of it. And they love the black bonnet. Do they make any more colors? Yes, they do. But why do they love the black bonnet? That's their favorite. Excuse me. They got a white bonnet. They got a red bonnet. They got a leopard print bonnet. They got a polka dot bonnet. I done seen all kind of bonnets in the beauty supply store, but they love that motherfucking black color bonnet. Why do they love the black bonnet? I don't know. Let's ask the hood rats. Why do y'all like black? That's their favorite color bonnet. With they stupid ass. I'm so sick of them. But, baby. And then they got the little children wearing bonnets. Have y'all seen that? The little babies, they got the babies wearing bonnets. Ooh, I'm sick of it. I'm so sick of it. Who is this? Diane. Thank you, Diane. Okay. The media says, hey, Carmen, How come you don't save your videos when you go live? Because I be wanting to go back and look at them. Okay, I'm going to tell you why. That's a very good question. Who is this? The media. The media has a question. Okay, the media wants to know, hi, Carmen, how come you don't save your videos when you go live? Because I be wanting to go back and look at them. Okay, let me give you the answer. Okay, for a very long time, when I was letting my lives be live, I had been deleting some. I had been putting them on private. Because these motherfuckers be stealing and making money off of my fucking videos. They don't like me, but they come and steal my fucking videos. So I started putting them on private. And I started deleting a lot of them. Because every now and again, I will violate the community guidelines. I'll say something that I'm not supposed to say, or I do some cussing. And that's not a good representative as me as a Christian woman. Because, my pastor, somebody might be watching me. Or somebody from my job might be sneaking around and watching me in the bushes. And I don't want to give them no ammunition against me. So I'll go ahead and put it on private or delete it. And but I said I need to turn a different milestone moving forward. I said that to myself today. I said, you know what? I'm going to start, I shouldn't say 100%, but for the most part, I think I'm going to start, like you said, saving the lives and letting them be public. I'm going to try. We're going to do a test run these next couple of days and weeks and see if don't none of them garbage ass content creators that ain't got no content and no creativity, if they don't be stealing my videos, we're gonna let it keep going. We're gonna let them stay live in public. But if I find out they've been stealing my shit, we're gonna have to lock the videos back down. But we're gonna see how it go. Because I hate to deprive y'all of my videos. So we're going to see. We're going to see how it goes. We're going to see. And things. We're going to see how it goes. Okay? But, yeah. That's a very good question. I'm glad you asked that question. Because I'm pretty sure that other people have that question also. So we're going to try from this day forward to keep the videos public. Don't hold me to it, But I'm going to try. I'm going to try to keep the videos public. Okay? That's what I'm going to try to do. I'm going to try. And we're going to see how it goes. Because I know y'all want to go back and look at the videos and things. And, we're going to try to do it. We're going to try. I'm not going to promise you, but we're going to try to keep the videos public. Okay. That's all I'm going to say is I'm going to try. But I want these roguish content creators to not be stealing my videos. Okay. And taking it to their page and making money off of it. That's what I don't like. Okay. Especially when I'm talking shit about me and they don't even like me. Okay. That's what I don't like. That's what makes me put my videos on private. Yeah. Ooh. What do y'all think about that? Somebody don't even like you and talking shit about you, but they want to take your videos and put it on their page and make money off of you. That's crazy work. That's crazy. But that's what a lot of these ugly ass content creators are doing. Yeah. They got some nerve, don't they? Yeah. But I said, it's time for me to crank up Karmical Boom and unleash her in the room all over again, because I had got kind of soft. And I've been so tired. And I said, I used to make about 10 videos a day. And child, lately I haven't been making my videos like I had, but I said I need to get inspired again. Because there's so much to talk about. And I said, it's time. It's time to recalibrate Karmic Boom. Because I know y'all been missing me. Y'all got to watch all them cornball ass YouTubers. And, can't nobody do it like Karmic Boom. Even though they try to pretend like I'm not her, they know that I'm her. When it comes to this content shit, they know that. And they try to act like I'm the little YouTuber. And they try to act like they don't see me. But they be watching me. But they try to act like they don't be watching me. Y'all know how it goes. I don't have to tell you. Y'all know how it is. Okay. But anyway, it's time to start back being who I started as. But more of her. Okay. Yes. So prepare. In other words, prepare to be sick of me, because I'm finna start back making my videos and making them public. Okay? I'm going to try. But another thing that slowed me down from making so many videos and putting them on private, because so many of these people, they really think they be knowing me based on my videos. They be all in my business. And they think they can really know my business based on what they hear me talk about in my videos. And that's where you go wrong at. Okay. And then they want to tell me and dictate my terms and conditions based on what I say in my videos. And that's crazy. That's crazy. Yeah. So I really... Oh, that's another thing. That's another thing I forgot to talk about. Do I have time to talk about it? I guess I do. Oh, I guess I will talk about it. Okay. I was getting ready to close the video. But I guess I give y'all about 15 more minutes. Because this is important. This is important. Okay, this is another thing I forgot to talk about. I don't know how I forgot to talk about it. But I guess I was so caught up with talking about these garbage ass criminals. I just got caught up in the moment of that. I forgot to talk about the other part of what Donald Trump is doing. And I don't agree with this part. Now, I agree with him about, sending the National Guard and putting their foot on the criminals' necks. I agree with that part. But he's also created a law to make homelessness illegal. Now, this is where it's going to get juicy. Y'all pull your chair up a little closer. So I want y'all to hear me and hear me good when I talk about this part. Okay. This is stupid as hell. They have overpriced these apartments and houses. Y'all know for yourself how it is. Unless you own your house. You better be glad if you own your house. Because, baby, it's really hell out here with this housing market. Okay? Whew. Let me say this. I think they done did this on purpose. They done overpriced these houses and apartments. I never thought I'd see today. Well, 1-bedroom apartment would be $1,800. The same as a 3 or 4 bedroom house to rent. Okay. So they have did this in every city. I think they're emailing each other and telling each other, well, we're going to do this and we're going to price this at this and that. And then we got all these investors from in another state or out of the country that's buying up all these houses, buying up all these apartments. And overpricing the shit out of them. And mind you, the job market is not what it used to be. They replacing a lot of these humans with robots. I told y'all that. And we need to talk about that some more too, these robots. But that's another video too. Okay. So my point is, they're not making it easy for you to maintain housing. If they overpricing it and the people are paying it, they're not protesting, they're not boycotting. They just paying. And I see some of these stupid ass people on Facebook asking for this high ass rent. Who got a rental for $2,500? I can pay $2,500. Even if you could pay $2,500, why the hell would you tell the people that you can pay $2,500? Hell, they feel like, okay, you pay $2,500. Hell, next year we'll make it $3,500. Next year we'll make it $5,500. The fuck? And I know why they're saying that, because a lot of them on Section 8, they think they can drag that Section 8 voucher wherever the fuck they go and fuck everybody else, right? So, mind you, a lot of these companies are closing. Just yesterday in Memphis, it was announced 600 jobs getting ready to be cut at FedEx. See, they do this every year around the holidays. Right before the holidays, a lot of these companies cut and lay off a lot of these people. And that's going to make it harder on the companies that are still in operation. See, if a lot of these people losing their job, that's going to make them turn to my job, their job. And then the people on my job, they're going to try to be cutthroat to me and try to get me fired so they can make room for their cousin and their sister and their brother and all that kind of stuff. Okay? If it's not enough jobs out here, that's going to make it tighter on the people and the companies that are still in operation, okay? So, Donald Trump, like I said, he has made a law that has made homelessness illegal. So, I said, damn, it ain't enough jails to put you in jail. And I think that's stupid as hell. And I never thought I'd see the day where it would be illegal to be homeless. Then a lot of homeless people want to go to jail. At least they'll have somewhere to lay down and have a, air conditioning when it's hot, a heater when it's cold, some food. They ain't got to pay for it. But they are not, in my opinion, and I have talked to this white man 2 days ago, and he told me something that I kind of knew, but I did not really know the extent of it. And he told me they have a whole lot of, allegedly, concentration camps open right here in this motherfucker. Yes. Forgive me, Lord, for cussing. Allegedly. And I was wondering, why they closing down all these Walmart stores? Big ass Walmarts. Everybody shop at Walmart. They've been closing down a lot of them Walmart stores. And allegedly been renovating them. And allegedly, that might be some of the concentration camps. So, and I was thinking they're going to put all the homeless folks in jail. I think they're going to put them in them concentration camps. In my opinion. I can't prove it. But the white man that I was talking to 2 days ago, he said they got them in South Haven, Mississippi, which is right outside of Memphis, 5 minutes away. And all around this area. He said they got so many of them concentration camps. And they got them in, I think they got them in other cities too. And baby, it's getting ready to go down. Because I was thinking to myself, now, if they replace the humans on the jobs with these robots, and they doing it now, they doing everything fast. Everything. Donald Trump doing everything fast. And I was thinking, so many other people been questioning, where are people going to go if they don't have jobs? All these companies closing, they laying people off, and they making homelessness illegal. Where are they going to put all the people? In the motherfucking concentration camps, I think. That might be why Donald Trump is really running a test run with this National Guard. Because it's not making no sense. him sending them to Washington. I ain't never heard no crime going on, a lot of crime going on in Washington, and a lot of people said the same thing. They playing in our face, ladies and gentlemen. I suspect. I know when somebody playing in my face, and I think Donald Trump is playing in our face. I don't think it's about the crime. But I'm pretending like, yeah, it's about the crime. I support him sitting in the National Guard to help fight the crime. But it's not really about the crime, ladies and gentlemen. I think they are running a test run to try to see how it's going to go when they really implement what they really intend to implement. It's finna be some shit out here. You hear me? It's finna be some shit out here. And they are preparing day by day. And they gonna use that crime as an excuse to scoop a lot of people up and throw their ass in them concentration camps, I suspect. And it's getting nasty out here, y'all. It's getting nasty. And I have been noticing a lot of construction work around them military bases. They've been doing a lot of work around some of them military bases. They've been running that razor wire, 2 and 3 layers of it around them fucking. Yeah, it's something going on. I don't know if they're going to put some of them people inside the military bases. I don't know what's going on. Something is going on. And I got a feeling that Donald Trump is sending them National Guards for some other nefarious reason, in my opinion. Some people are calling this martial law. I don't know what to call it, but it's nasty work, whatever it is. And it's going down right in front of our face. They're not going to tell us what it is. We're just going to have to figure it out. But it's developing right in front of our face every day. They doing it in increments, a little bit at a time. A little bit today, a little bit tomorrow, a little bit add up pretty soon. Shit. And let me tell you something. As I have told y'all, and I'm not trying to hide it. I'm staying in my car. I've been staying in my car, and God has been keeping me. And you know, in the past, I had been staying in the hotel. Them hotel fees have been eating the hell out of my money. So I done ran through all my money with them hotels. So I'm back to staying in my car. And God has been keeping me. And guess what? The place where I've been parking my car, it's a lot of people staying in their cars. Yes. Some of them staying in Mercedes-Benz. Yes. And me, I would think, damn. It's when you get to be homeless and stand in your car and you got a whole Mercedes-Benz, it's time to go pawn that car to get you a place to stay. But they let you know the priorities of a lot of people. They would rather stay in their Mercedes-Benz than take that car to the pawn shop or whatever and sell it and get them some money for a place to stay. But anyway, it's so many people over there staying in their cars and trucks and vans where I'm staying at. Some of them got a couple. Some of them, man and woman, they stand in their trucks and cars. Some of them got their whole family. They got their children out there. Some of them, it's an old man. It's a lot of old people out there. I seen one black man. He like 70, 60, 70, 80 years old. It's really bad. And guess what? That's just one little area. It's so many people out here standing in their vehicles. And It's getting ready to get cold. And the more people that lose their jobs, the more people that's going to be forced to be homeless. And yeah. And one thing that I have been thinking about with Donald Trump making it illegal to be homeless and getting ready to start scooping these homeless people up. And see, law enforcement, they riding around. They know where all these homeless people are. They know where they are. And what I don't want to happen and see, they're not going to tell you. They're not going to send you no email. They're not going to put that part on the news. Next week at 5 o'clock, we're going to go round up all the homeless people and put them in the concentration camps or put them in jail. They're not going to tell you that. When they get ready to go round up these homeless people and put them wherever they're going to put them, you're not going to know if you're homeless. And what I don't want to happen is me staying in my car sleeping, and the next thing I hear at 2 o'clock in the morning or 4 o'clock in the morning, and then I roll my window down, this damn police standing out there, ma'am, come on and get on this bus right here with us. Don't even worry about your car. We're going to take care of your car. We're going to take it to the impound lot or whatever. Just come on, man. Don't worry about getting your purse. Don't worry about getting your clothes or nothing. Leave everything where it is. Come on with us, ma'am. Come on, get on the bus with all these other homeless people. That's what I don't want to happen. So, right now, I'm trying my best. I've already been approved for a place I don't really want to go. But I am trying my best not to even think about that part. This is not the time to be choosy. This is not the time to be picky. The main thing is to get to a place and try to be in a safe place that's quiet and affordable. And a lot of these people, they think it's playtime. They still outside with the bullshit. They're not taking nothing seriously. It's going to have to, the reality is going to have to hit them in their faces and lay them on their asses, literally. Okay, for them to acknowledge what reality is. It's a lot of people out here still think it's playtime. It's not playtime. This shit is serious as fuck. Okay, and I'm looking at what's happening every day. Every day. And if you're not homeless now, you may be pretty soon at the rate things are going. And if you got a good support system, thank God for it. If you got a home that's paid for, be glad for it. Okay. And this has been a very humbling experience for me. And I thank God for protecting me and keeping me. And I thank God for one of my supporters. I don't know if she want me to call her name, but one of my supporters has been so supportive. And I thank God for her. And my supporter that I'm talking about, she has been more of a support than my own blood sisters have ever been. And I thank God for her. And she has not questioned me. Like a lot of people, where your family at? Have you tried the church? Have you tried the shelter? Have you tried this and that? She has not done that. And that's real support. That's real love. Okay. And I don't take it for granted. I appreciate it so much. And God has blessed her to be a help to me at a time when it was needed the most. And, so many people don't have anybody to help them. And I just thank God being in this situation, I have not missed a meal. Just earlier today, I went downtown and ate a real good meal. And I just thank God for that. And being in this situation and being sick with diabetes, that's adding a whole nother challenge. And I said I was gonna do a video to show y'all how I'm managing that. And I think I will tomorrow do a video to show you how I do everything in here, how I do in my car. But this right here is how I have been keeping my insulin cold, because you got to keep your insulin cold, right? As a diabetic, if you're on insulin, you got to keep your insulin refrigerated. So this is how I have been keeping my insulin. I go to Chick-fil-A, they give you free ice, or you can go to McDonald's. I prefer the Chick-fil-A ice because I think it lasts longer. And this right here, I got it from Walmart. I think it was like $20. This is really, really good. I already had one, and I've been having for like a year, and I really, really like it. It does keep your cold stuff cold for days. And if I never tried it hot stuff, but it says it keeps your hot stuff hot for 26 hours. If you got like hot cocoa or coffee, it will keep it hot for long, a day or two. But it keeps your colds cold for 80 hours. And this is true. This keeps my cold. The ice stays in here for like 3-4 days. And I'll show you. This, I went and got some ice today. And you can see the ice in there, right? Can you see the ice? I got the ice in there. And I got my insulin in there too. Can you see it? I put my insulin inside of the Ziploc bags. I put my insulin inside the Ziploc bag. Can you see it? And that's how I keep it dry. And then I keep it cold by putting it inside this. And it works real good. It works real good. And then, they have the little small refrigerator coolers at Walmart that you can plug into your cigarette lighter. And I've been having to keep my car going night and day to keep the air conditioning going. I keep my air conditioning going on low. But the last 2 or 3 days, the weather has changed. So it's cold at night and overnight in the morning time, like this morning. Yesterday morning, I woke up, I was so cold. And I bought me some sweatpants and sweatshirt at Walmart. They got them pretty cheap right now. I started to put those on last night. I probably will put them on tonight. And I got me a real nice throw blanket in the back seat. And I got me some good pillows to keep my legs elevated on the front seat. And, some people, they got a van. They stand in their van. And, I have met so many people over there where I'm staying at. We got like a little homeless village. And most of the people work. And, most of the people over there, they work. And they still have to come back. It's like we got a little community over there. We go to work. The ones that work during the day, they come back at night. And then they park and go to sleep. And then, like me, I work overnight. So in the morning, I come back and park and go to sleep. And some of them people, I pretty much know the ones that don't want to go to sleep. I don't know if they got a drug problem. But they get on my nerves. Slamming them fucking doors and want to walk around and talk all night. Like last night, I had to move. I thought this old white man, he had parked beside me at first. And he was kind of quiet. And I did not know he had left. Next thing I know, when I'm getting ready to go to sleep, I hear this door slamming and all this talking. And I said, oh, hell no. So I put this over my window. I had ordered some window shades from TikTok. They should be here next week, I guess. And I went to the Dollar Tree today and got some more of this cardboard. This is what I put over my window at night, because you got a lot of nosy motherfuckers over there too. They walk around, want to look all in your fucking car. So I put this over my window to create some privacy and to keep all that light out of my face during the day. And then I got this window shade that I put in my windshield that keep a lot of nosy motherfuckers from looking all in your window, all in your car. It's a lot of nosy people out here, but they don't see the killers and the carjackers, the rapers and the robbers. I don't understand. And baby, they stand around want to look all in your car, but they ain't gonna help you pay your car note. I don't understand that. And yeah. So yeah, I got my snacks and my tissue and everything back there. And you know, COVID done spent the block. I heard it's a new variant of COVID out there. And I said, this is really dangerous. Dangerous being homeless and having to go in and out them bathrooms. With all these different people at them gas stations and visitor centers and things. So I got my Lysol. I've been spraying that the last couple of days. Yeah, they said COVID is spinning the block. Did y'all hear about it? And I got to be very, very careful because I haven't had the vaccine. I don't want the vaccine. And I got a low immune system. I got diabetes. So it'd be very easy for me to get sick. And I cannot afford to be sick in this situation at all whatsoever. And so I'm trying to be very, very careful with that. So, yeah. So, you know, at the YMCA, you can take your showers. And a lot of the truck stops, they let you take showers. So that's how I've been taking my shower. And that's a good thing right there. And then my menstrual cycle came on the other day. I'm like, damn. I thought I was going through menopause. I thought the menstrual cycle had said bye. See you later. I ain't gonna see you no more. And child, at the last minute, at the end of the month, here it goes showing up. I was so fucking mad. I said, this is not the time or the place for this. Shit. So, I've been having to babysit my menstrual cycle at this age and in this situation. Ooh. But thank God, I think it's gone off now. Yeah. So, yeah, that's another challenge I had to deal with out of nowhere. And what else? Oh, yeah, today I went and did my laundry. So, it seemed like I have a whole family. I had so much laundry to do. But thank God I was able to go do my laundry. And I got plenty of snacks. And I got me some more tissue. Because I like to use a Charmin tissue. I don't like to use that tissue at the gas stations and places. They be having that little one ply. I like some good tissue. And I got to pee all the time. So I had to get Charmin tissue. And, child, I just thank God for keeping me during this situation. But I sure am. I make it look good. And that's the God in me. Okay? And yes, I have cried about it. Yes, I have been uncomfortable. But I have been praying and I have been faithful because I know it's not always going to be like this. You got to go through trials and tribulations. Okay? And that's just life. Okay, that's just life. And the things that our country is going through. And don't be ashamed to go through things, okay? Don't be ashamed to go through things. Some days you're up, some days you're down. That's just life. That's not fucking karma. That's not no fucking whatever that these niggas be calling it. That's just fucking life, okay? And sometimes you got to just let God push the reset button. And just keep it moving, okay? And do the best for what you have, okay? But as a child of God, God is still keeping me, okay, and protecting me. Just think about it. While I was asleep in my car last night and this morning, so many carjackers and rapers and robbers was riding up and down all through the street, the same street that I was on. Some of them might have been parked beside me. But God didn't let them touch a hair on my wig. Thank you, God. I serve a good God. And even in homelessness, God is keeping me and making a way for me. Hallelujah. And preparing a place for me. Thank you, God, for the place that you preparing for me. And I just thank God for keeping me full of joy and placing the right people in my life to help me with good intentions and no foolishness. Thank you, God. Thank you, God. Thank you, God. Hallelujah, Lord. Glory to God. And he's gonna give me better than what I had. And a lot of times you go through circumstances beyond your control, and you just gotta let it go and keep it moving. Yeah. And it's material stuff that a lot of people holding on to, and God owns it all anyway. And if I'm his child, and I am, and he's my father, and he's my God, he's my way maker. Okay, he gon' replenish and give me more than what I had. Hallelujah. Okay, and might give me better. He is gonna give me better than what I had. So it's not a loss. Okay? And I'm trying to see if I'm forgetting anything to tell y'all. But yeah. Yeah, this has been a situation, and we're making the best of it. And there's so many people going through it, and so many people that will go through it. And this is a testimony. And I just thank God for bringing me through it. Okay? Okay. And some of my coworkers, they nose ass. I think they've been noticing my car been packed up with stuff. They so fucking nosy. And they probably been whispering and, putting two and two together. I don't give a fuck. Okay? I really don't. And I live my life transparent. I don't have shit to hide. And, I feel like I serve a God that is able to do anything but fail. And I am just so glad that he has kept me in this situation. And so many people who I thought I could rely on, child, they turn their back on me. They stopped answering their phone, wouldn't text me back. And some of them is in the church. But, it is what it is. But, in any situation, not just this situation, that's just going to come with the territory. You're going to have a lot of people that's going to let you down. But it's going to be a lot of people God is going to use to lift you up. So don't focus on the people that's not there for you. Just be glad and be thankful for those that are. And I thank you, God, for those who are here. And I just thank you, God. Yes. But for those of you that are going through situations beyond your control, just be faithful. And just rely on God to bring you through. And just know that it's not always going to be like this. And we got a president that's a whole idiot in a lot of ways in that White House. And things are not certain right now. But one thing that is for certain is our God. And our God is faithful. And we don't need to focus on Donald Trump. Just focus on God, okay? Because God can get rid of the foolishness at any time when he get good and ready. So, I've never seen the righteous forsaken nor a seed begging bread, okay? And God is not going to let his people suffer and suffer for long, especially if somebody that's unrighteous and got the wrong intent in mind, okay? But yeah, it's a lot going on. And yeah, that part right there kind of makes me nervous, but God is still God. Yeah, that part with Donald Trump making homelessness illegal, that is crazy as hell. That is crazy. Okay, even if I wasn't homeless, that's crazy. To make that don't even sound right. Okay. And he said he's gonna have it where the homeless people can go into a shelter. Most of the shelters are overcrowded. Okay. And a lot of these people, they don't live in reality because they are speaking from a place of privilege. Donald Trump has never, that I know of, he's never been homeless. So he cannot even relate to homelessness. Unless you have been homeless, how you going to speak for the homeless people? Okay. Ooh. But it's so many people like that. It's so many people like that. But anyway, I feel like God is allowing me to go through these situations so I can develop more compassion, because he has a work for me to do. And I have always wanted to work and help homeless people. And I have a very, very more in-depth understanding of it. And I understand what homeless people go through. And I think what I want to do is get me a nonprofit organization going and create like a tiny house village where a lot of resources would be available to the homeless people, and they will provide jobs and prepare them to, get their GED, get a skill, or whatever the case may be. And not just in one city, but maybe several other cities. And I've been wanting to do this for quite some time. And I don't want to be the person that procrastinates and thinks about it. I want to have the spirit of Nike. I want to do it. I want to execute it. So that's what I'm going to be working on real soon, whenever I get everything stabilized with my housing. Sometime next year, early next year, that's what I'm going to start working on. And I just thank God for that vision and that dream being realized. And yeah, it's a lot of things that I want to do, and I want to really get it done, and not just talk about it, not just think about it, but actually do it. So yeah, I just thank God for using me for his glory. And that's what it's all about. What we do should bring God glory. Hallelujah, Lord. Whew. And when I think about the goodness of God and all that he's done for me, my soul cries out, hallelujah, Lord. Hallelujah, Lord. Hallelujah, Lord. Thank you, God. Because I realized it could have been so much worse, right? It could have been so much worse. And for some people, it is so much worse. But I just thank God for keeping me. Yes. But anyway, thank y'all so much for tuning in to this live. I appreciate y'all so much. Okay, hello, Rosalind. Rosalind says, I concur. People aren't taking this serious, and it's getting worse every day. Yes. Yes. Okay, somebody said the bonnets. Other race of women are wearing bonnets too. I saw one of those hood white women walking down the street wearing one. I have never seen nobody wearing a bonnet but niggas. I ain't seen no white woman wearing a bonnet. But anyway, thank y'all so much for tuning in to this live. We had a great live, didn't we? I didn't know it was going to be this great. It turned out really great. But I guess tomorrow I do another live and we're going to talk about Tamar Braxton. Did she fall or did somebody knock her down? Ow! Tamar. Do we want to talk about Tamar? We got so much other stuff to talk about. We may talk about Tamar. I don't know. Ain't too much I want to say about Tamar. I might put that on my TikTok. But we got a whole lot of other stuff to talk about. Yes, every day we got a lot of stuff to talk about. But we're still waiting to find out what happened to the dude that was touring with Cat Williams that got killed in South Haven, Mississippi. That is strange. And Cat Williams still ain't said nothing that I know of. Yeah, this is the strange situation. But yeah. And Donald Trump is doing his thing. But anyway, thank y'all so much for tuning into this live. I appreciate y'all so much. And you all have a great evening. And I'll try to come back tomorrow and do another live. How y'all like this wig? I don't too much like this wig. The wigs are not wigging. I was just thinking about that earlier today. It's been so long since I had a good wig. The synthetic wigs, they not hitting on nothing. Ever since the pandemic, the wig business just been shit. I have not been able to get me a good wig since the pandemic. I don't know what's done happened to the wigs and what kind of... This ain't even no hair. I don't know what this is. Raccoon hair. Child. It's been so long since I had a good wig. I want me a good wig. I can't stand it. But anyway, thank y'all so much for tuning into this live. I got to go to my storage now and put some of this stuff up. I got too much stuff packed up in here. And I went to the laundry today. And child, I almost ain't got no room for myself in this car. So I got to go to my storage and unpack some of this stuff. And probably next week or the week after, I'm going to be going to my place. Woo! And just make it do what it do. Hope for the best. You know what I'm saying? And things. But anyway, thank y'all once again for tuning into this live. I'm going to try to be more consistent with doing my videos. I'm going to try. Okay. Child, I've been off this week from my job. Some personal time. Woo! That's why I've been doing my videos every day. See, if I wasn't working, I could do videos every day. Like these other YouTubers. Child, that's the only way I can do videos every day. If I wouldn't have no job, I'd be tired. But I'm going to try. I'm going to try to do at least one video a day. I'm going to try. You know, when I first started, I could do about 10 videos a day. Y'all remember that? I was doing like 10 videos or more a day. Yes. Child, I don't know if it's getting old, if that's got something to do with it. Do y'all think that's what it is? I'm getting old. And that's affecting my ability to pop out like I used to pop out. I don't know. I don't know if that's got anything to do with it, but I used to do like 10 videos a day. Used to be on live all day. Y'all remember that? Child, I be tired now. I be too tired. And things. But I'm going to try. I'm going to try to do at least one video a day. I don't know how long that's going to last. Don't hold me to it. But I'm going to try. I'm going to try. If not one video a day, I'm going to try to do at least one video a week. Or something like that. I'm going to try. And things. But, yeah, we need to spice up our channel. We need to start doing some skits. We need to start having some contests. You know what I'm saying? And all of that. I hope to do all of that. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to try. And I want to do some interviews too. You know, go outside and interview people. You know. And spice up our channel. Liven it up some. But, yeah, thank y'all so much once again for tuning into this live. I appreciate you all so much. And you all have a great evening. And we'll talk again real soon. Who is this? The outfits. No, this Trey Curtis. Ooh, Trey Curtis, I need some glasses, Donna. Trey Curtis says, yeah, I remember you did a video where you said you need to go to fat ass rehab. It was one of my favorite. You are so funny. Fat ass rehab. I don't remember that video. I said that. I don't remember that video, Trey Curtis. You don't know the name of the video? Fat ass rehab. Child, that reminds me, I need to do a video to talk about my experience with Ozempic. Oh my God. Child, my doctor had me on that Ozempic. You know, it's really for diabetics, but so many people been using it for weight loss. I was laying in bed. I don't remember that, Trey Curtis. But I'm thinking about having that weight loss surgery. I had a consultation, but I canceled it. But I probably call them back and schedule it again real soon. I think I'm going to have a weight loss surgery. Because, child, it's a struggle. It's a struggle to unbig my back all by myself. Ooh, I need some help. Whew. All this fried chicken and pizzas and donuts and cakes and cookies is calling my name. Every time I turn around. Well, stop turning around, Carmen Kaboom. Shit. Baby, I need some help. Yes. So I think I'm going to go lay on somebody's table and get some weight loss surgery. Because I just got to get fine before my old time come around. You hear me? I can't stay fat all my young life. I just can't do it. I just can't do it. I got to get me another husband. A fine husband. Okay. And what kind of fine husband do y'all know want a fat ass woman for a wife? Not one that I know of. Shit. So I got to prepare for my future husband. So I got to get this weight down. So I think I'm going to have weight loss surgery. And yeah, my other doctor, my diabetic doctor, you said you take tirzepatide. I'm down 60 pounds since January. Now, what is that? I heard somebody say something about that. What is that? Is that an injection? What is it? But yeah, so many people have been using that Ozempic, and my diabetic doctor had gave me some Ozempic. I don't know if it was the wrong dose or what it was, but I told my doctor, get somebody else to do it. Baby, that stuff had me on the toilet and then had me in the bed holding my stomach. So I had lost about 30 pounds. But if you're sick and shitting all the time, you ain't got no other choice but to lose weight. I don't want to lose weight that bad. Okay. Baby, I couldn't even hardly work. I was so nauseated and sick. Ugh. But they said it done improved the ingredients since I stopped taking it. but I don't want to try it again. But you know, what's her name? Serena Williams. She is promoting some kind of injection, weight loss injection that she said she lost 30 pounds on. I've been thinking about trying that, but hell, it's so expensive. I think it's $145 a month, probably more than that. And I don't know, but she looking good. I'm so glad she done dropped that weight. Oh, she was looking terrible one time, but she looking pretty good now. Y'all done seen Serena Williams? She's promoting some kind of weight loss injection that she said she used to lose 30 pounds. Why she ain't showed that other baby she done had? She done showed that first baby. But they don't even look like they biracial, do they? They look like light-skinned black folks. You know, black folks, they don't have... Karma Kaboom, don't get started. Don't get started. See, I'm finna get started. I'm finna go left. I'm finna go left and start talking about these hair breeds. I'm not gonna do it. I'm not gonna do it. I'm not gonna do it. Okay, so let me just say... Serena, she looking pretty good since she done lost her weight. Yeah, have y'all been seeing the commercial? She been endorsing a weight loss injection. Child, all this food out here, they making it hard for us to unbig our backs. Everywhere you look, there goes some food. Food. Delicious food. Whew. Yes. Just like this morning, early this morning, I went to the gas station and was trying to mind my own business, and there goes some fried chicken wings. And you know I'm a sucker for chicken wings. And I said I really didn't want to eat nothing till late on this evening. You know? And I'm trying to watch my blood sugar. And I told the woman, let me have 3 of them chicken wings. And there was lemon pepper. Oh, I love lemon pepper chicken wings. And you know, Zaxby's got the lemon pepper chicken wings, and they so delicious. Woo! And honey, it's just so much food out here that's so unhealthy, but it's so delicious. And they make it hard for us to unbig our back. It's a trap. But I'm trying my best to stay committed to being healthy and reversing this diabetes. I'm sick of this diabetes. Oh, I'm so sick of it. Whew! It get on my nerves. Just like old monster. Every time I even think about some food, unhealthy food, they get that fucking diabetes all in my way. And I'm sick of it. But thank God I finally got my blood sugar down. Ooh, it's been a hard time getting that blood sugar down. I didn't know it was up so high, child. I had been drinking all them Coca-Colas, drinking all that orange juice at McDonald's. Juice. And just showing out with this eating. I didn't know the blood sugar had got out of control like it did. Child, next thing you know, I had to go back to... I'm so sick of that hospital. Shit. And, baby, and that's where you don't want to be right now, at the hospital. With everybody coughing and carrying on, and this new variant of COVID out. If you're not sick, you're going to be sick when you go to the hospital. Don't get me started talking about them people at that hospital. They act like it's a community center. The heathens. They want to come up there. Ain't no room for the sick people. They all crowded in the damn waiting room. And then I ain't never had to go. Look, they done put the damn needle in my arm for the IV and sent me back to the waiting area. I'm going from a sterile area back into an unclean area. What's going on right here? And I said, this hospital must not have no money. They act like they need a GoFundMe or something. You know what I'm saying? I know a broke hospital when I see it. And baby, I think them people doing pretty bad. Y'all send them a cash out, please. Baby. And I felt so insulted. I could not get a room. And I said, I hope they don't try to bill me like I got a room. I had to be in the hallway on a cot. Oh, I said, oh, I'm feeling so disrespected. And I could not even have a room. I had to be in the hallway on a cot. Everybody walking by, coughing all in my face. I was so glad to get out of there. I was so glad. And thank God I didn't have to stay overnight. That was like 2 weeks ago, I guess. I was so glad to get out of there. And honey, I said, this is not the time to go to the hospital, because we got this new variant of COVID out here. They say you ain't got no fever, you ain't coughing if you get it. That's dangerous. It's already dangerous, but that's more dangerous. It's just a sneaky form of COVID. This one that's out now. And I have to be very, very careful. I think they spraying it in the air. These people so diabolical. They so diabolical. And you know they on a mission to depopulate, population control, allegedly. Ooh, they dirty. They so dirty. And ooh, don't get me started talking about that COVID-19. I don't even want to talk about it. But yeah, we got to be very careful. I'm so tired of buying Lysol. Am I the only one that's tired of buying Lysol? Damn. I need to put the Lysol on my taxes. Shit, I should be getting reimbursed for all the Lysol I've been buying. And wipes. I'm tired of buying wipes. I'm tired of buying Lysol. And I'm damn sure tired of buying masks. I'm so tired of buying masks. I feel like a fucking bandit, a robber, a bank robber or something, wearing this mask. Me and about 5 more people, we the only ones still wearing masks like Michael Jackson and thing. But it's necessary. It's not 100% guaranteed, but it's helped some. You know what I'm saying? And when I say it's not 100% guarantee, I mean that because I can still smell stinking folks with the mask on. I should not be. If I can still smell stinking folks, that means the mask is not working 100%. Right? Yeah. Yeah, I can still smell stinking folks with my mask on. I should not be able to smell stinking folks with my mask on. And then I got tissue inside the mask. Look at there. Look. I done put tissue inside the mask. I can still smell stinking folks. Wow. But anyway, y'all be safe out there. It's dangerous outside now. It's real dangerous outside. In more ways than one. Okay, we got to wrap this up because I got to go to my storage and get me a little snack before I lay down in my car house. Child, that's what I've been calling this, a car house. Ow! Listen. My car house. Child. Yes, this is my car house. Okay, Trey Curtis, you said it's the upgraded GLP Ozempic doesn't really work. Okay. I'm going to have to look into that. Okay, send it to my email. karmikaboom@gmail.com. Trey Curtis, send me that about the weight loss stuff. Terzit, I can't even pronounce it. Terzipatide. Send it to me on my email, karmikaboom@gmail.com, please. All right. Thank y'all so much for tuning in to this live. I appreciate y'all so much. And you all be safe. And let's just stay prayed up. It had been kind of raining. Now the sun coming out. Now it's getting ready to get dark. I don't know why the sun decided to come out now. It's getting ready to get dark. And now the sun coming out. Wow. But yeah. This is a critical time in America. And we gotta stay prayed up. and get closer to God. Yes. Yes, yes. All right. Thank y'all so much once again. And you all have a great morning. Great morning? Come on. What are you talking about? A great night. Excuse me. Ooh, my mind, child. Ooh. I'm thinking about some sleep already. Okay. Excuse me. A great night. Y'all have a great night. And tomorrow, I don't know what we're gonna talk about, but I got a whole list of stuff for us to talk about. Where's my tablet? Let's see. I got a whole lot of stuff for us to talk about. Where's my list at? Oh, we behind on our topics. I got so much for us to talk about. Where's my list? Ooh, child, I'm ready to lay down in my car house and go to sleep. I'm ready to lay down in my car house and go to sleep. You hear me? I'll be so glad when I get my bed, child. Ooh, I'll be so glad when I get my bed. And stretch out real good and go to sleep. Yes. Prayerfully undisturbed. Please, God. Please don't have me run no heathens where I can't get no good sleep. Yes. Now this is what I want to talk about. It's kind of old, but not really. But they done got over it now. Finesse 2 times. I kind of like Finesse 2 times. He done lost some weight. Have y'all seen him? He is so funny to me. He is funny without even trying. He is funny without even trying. He is funny looking, and he's funny. You know, about 2 weeks ago, him and his mama, they had fell out on social media. She was mad because he wouldn't pay her rent. And he was standing on business. And I was on his side, you know. He has been helping his mama for a long time. And she was wrong to bring their business to social media. Okay? And I think she done got spoiled. He done spoiled her. And that was wrong for his mama to try to embarrass him on social media. Yeah, I was on his side. Because he done did a lot for her. And she was given ungrateful. Okay? Yeah. So since they done got over it, and you know, it's kind of old, I don't think we need to talk about that. And we already talked about Hernandez Govan with his garbage ass. I guess, do y'all want to talk about Donald Trump kicking the Section 8 people off after 2 years? Do we need to talk about that some more? And Tamar Braxton, I think I'm gonna talk about that on TikTok. That's not a lot to talk about. I think she got beat up and she lying like she fell on the floor. I think somebody beat the hell out of Tamar, and she lying to try to protect the person because she probably gonna stay with him. Do y'all think it's the white man that she had been messing around with? Who is the culprit that knocked the hell out of Tamar? Yeah, I think that's what happened to Tamar. Somebody knocked the hell out of Tamar. And you're not gonna sustain no kind of injuries just by falling down. No. She lost some teeth and she lost a lot of blood. And I think she messed her nose up or something, didn't she? But yeah, I think Tamar is lying. She trying to protect somebody. And somebody knocked the hell out of Tamar. And she lied like she fell down. Baby. But I don't know what we're gonna talk about tomorrow, but we're gonna talk about something. Yeah. And we're still looking for Cat Williams. Can somebody GPS Cat Williams? Child, where is Cat Williams? He is MIA and don't want to answer these questions about his friend. How you gonna invite your friend and then your friend get killed and you is in a whole nother place? Why you not with your friend and your bodyguard ain't even with you? That ain't even making sense. Sound like a setup, don't it? But anyway, with friends like that, who needs enemies, right? Um, what else are we gonna talk about? Oh, child, I had a whole list of stuff. Look like we don't talk about everything. But we're gonna find something to talk about tomorrow. I guarantee you that. Tomorrow is Friday. Are y'all ready? It's the end of the week. Y'all had a long week, or did y'all have an easy week? Yeah, this whole month done went by so fast. The month of August. I'm so glad it's done cooled down. It's beginning to be sweater and fire pit season. Yeah. Y'all got your fire pits and sweaters ready? Yeah. Yeah, this weather is getting nice now like this. You know, it's fall season. And guess what? Guess what? Child, it's pumpkin season. Yesterday I wasn't looking for it, but I seen it at the store. I had to get it. A pumpkin candle. Come on, where you gonna put the candle? You homeless. This is my car house. This is my car house. So I got it right here. I got it right here. I put it in the cup holder. Oh, it smells so good. It's like caramel and pumpkin. Maple. Oh, it smells so good. You know, I love candles. And this one, oh, it smells so good. Oh, do y'all smell it? Can y'all smell it? Can you smell it? Oh, you know, I love pumpkin this and pumpkin that. And child, pumpkin season is here. Yeah, they done start putting the pumpkin stuff. And I seen a commercial today on YouTube. They already advertising Christmas trees. Child, we ain't even made it out of August yet. They just rushing. But yeah, they putting the pumpkin stuff out in the stores. And Dollar Tree done up their game, child. Have y'all been to Dollar Tree lately? I went this morning to get me some more of this cardboard right here. And I seen all this nice home decor and pumpkin fall decorations. Yeah, they done really improved and upgraded in Dollar Tree. I think I got this at Dollar General. This candle, it was a 2-pack. And I don't even remember how much it cost. But it smells so good. Oh, it smells like pumpkin and maple. And a little vanilla. Oh, it smells so good. Yeah, I got that and put it in my car house. And I guess I got this, look, I don't even want to take it down because I don't want to mess up all this right here. But I got a little fall tray. It's got fall decorations inside the tray. Y'all take my word for it because I don't feel like taking it down. And I love fall stuff, pumpkin stuff. Oh, I love it. Oh, I love it. And you know, they usually have the pumpkin ice cream, pumpkin cake, and pumpkin. Y'all ready for all that? Yes, I love fall season. I don't know how I fell in love with fall. It just fell in my lap. Summer always been my favorite season. But fall, I love fall season. I love it. Yes. So y'all get y'all fire pits ready, your cocoa. And speaking of cocoa, I told y'all about this, right? I found this at Walmart. It's like $3. You know, I never really liked lotion. And the other day I said, maybe I need to get some kind of oil. So I saw this at Walmart, and I'm so glad I got it. I don't know how long it's been out, but it's body oil gel. And it smells like cocoa. Perfect for this weather, right? And it really works good. If you got some ashy skin, some alligator skin, get this. Get this right here. And you won't regret it. It smells so good. Oh, it smells so good. Oh, I love it. Love it. For just $3. I don't know if they got a bigger bottle. They need to if they don't. But this is really wonderful right here. Okay, I got to go. Because I got to go to my storage. And I hope it don't be dark by the time I get over there. Because it's going to take me about 35, 45 minutes to get over there. And then I got to get a good spot over there where I be parked at, because it's very competitive. Because, you know, it's a lot of homeless folks staying in their vehicles. And, child, they be trying to have designated parking over there. And I damn sure don't want to park beside somebody that don't want to go to sleep. They don't even go together, do it. Homeless and don't want to go to sleep. Shit. Want to walk around and talk all night. That's crazy as hell. And I sure hope I don't get parked beside somebody that don't want to go to sleep tonight. That is crazy. But anyway, you all be safe. And I'm going to talk to y'all real soon. I'm going to try to do a video tomorrow. I'm going to try. All right. All right. I guess tomorrow, I don't know what we're going to talk about. We're going to talk about something. I might give y'all a tour of my car house. Y'all want a tour of my car house? Ow! Carm Cabone, let's get serious. This is a serious situation. I am serious about it. Okay, I am. I'm laughing, but I'm dead serious. Okay, do y'all want a tour of my car house or not? That's the question. Do y'all want a tour of this car house? I might give y'all a tour. I don't know. But we're going to talk about something in the morning or tomorrow evening. It's going to be one or the other. Or do y'all want to go on a field trip? I ain't took y'all on a field trip in a long time. Where y'all want to go? Where y'all want to go tomorrow? Y'all want to go to the beach? Where y'all want to go? Y'all want to go to the Blues Museum downtown? Y'all want to go on the river? Where y'all want to go? Y'all give me some suggestions. Here come a heathen finna park beside me. And I'm finna leave. Woo, one of them heathens in them Dodge Challengers. I just, no offense to the Dodge Challenger people, but I just believe, I'm under the impression that everybody, Carm Kaboom, that's a loaded gun, literally. I just believe that people that drive Dodge Challengers, they ain't a bit of good. That's just my thing. I'm so prejudiced against people that drive Dodge Challengers. I think it's all heathens that drive Challenger. Criminals and crooks. That's what I believe. Yeah. I don't trust them. I don't trust them. And child, this a Mexican driving this one. I ain't never seen no Mexican driving a Challenger. Child. Yeah. It usually be a, don't say that, comical. It usually be a NIGGA that drive them. But anyway, child, he over here peeing on the ground. Yeah, he over here peeing on the ground, baby. And they gonna come over here and park beside me with all of this. Really? Wow. Child, the Mexican heathen is out here pissing on the ground. Whew. My God. Why come over here beside me? See, they always follow me. These heathens. They always come around me with all of this foolishness. My God. He couldn't go to McDonald's. He couldn't go to a gas station. Wow. You see what I'm saying? They out of control. They are out of control around here. Ain't nobody raised them. They just some wild heathens. And they just doing anything and everything out here. And they always coming around me with all this foolishness. That's my sign to get the fuck away from over here, right? All right. It's my time to go. It's a shame. You can't even go to the park in peace. You can't even go to the park in peace. This generation is just terrible. Just pissing outside. Damn. They gonna come over here beside me with it. Just uncivilized trash. Now he getting ready to go. Now he getting ready to go. Now he done came over here and pissed outside beside me. Now his garbage ass getting ready to go. Make it make sense, somebody. Please. Damn. He came over here just to pee beside me outside. Now he getting ready to go. Wow. Oh, my God. Baby, what's next? They gonna be shitting outside. If they pissing outside, you know they gonna shit outside. And they don't care who looking at them. They don't care. Ooh, this generation is so raggedy. Ooh, they raggedy. They not like us. They not like us. You know, we was raised right. They not like us. They not like us. And it's too bad that they not like us. But anyway, I'm going to talk to y'all later. All right? I'll let your girl. Peace. Tell somebody. You know how y'all gossip. Tell somebody that Karmic Boom is in the motherfucking room. I'll let your girl. Peace.